This is a way to make raw, vegan, gluten-free cinnamon buns. And this inspiration for this recipe is from David Wolf's book, Naked Chocolate. So we're going to use walnuts, and these walnuts have already been soaked overnight and rinsed to get rid of the enzyme inhibitors. And then I dehydrated them, and that gives the nuts sort of a crunchy, roasty sort of flavor. So I have about 4 cups of walnuts. And as our main sweetener to make the dough, we have some dates. So I already took the pits out of the dates. You want to make sure that you've done that. And since I'm not positive I have quite enough sweetener there, I'm just going to add a little bit of raisins. And raisins are a nice mix with cinnamon buns as well. And of course, one of the secrets of gourmet raw desserts is to use just a little tiny pinch of Celtic salt. The salty flavor helps to bring out the sweet taste. We're going to pretty much pulverize our walnuts and sweetener and salt. Just to make sure it's moist enough, I'm going to add maybe just a couple tablespoons of water. We're going to cover our board with cinnamon. Very often when people are making doughy products, they use flour, but since these are cinnamon buns, we want a good amount of cinnamon flavor in there. So now we're going to spread our dough on the board. Get it all about pretty even. Make yourself a nice rectangle sort of shape. The filling is going to be coconut oil. And we're going to use about 4 tablespoons of coconut oil and about 2 tablespoons of cacao powder. So this is raw cacao powder. It's from Indonesia, and cacao is full of antioxidants. And the sweetener we're going to use is just a little bit of honey. Now, if you don't want to use honey because you're vegan, you could use maple syrup. You could use agave. I'm going to use a little maple syrup as well. You could soak some more dates. Now, maple syrup is not raw, but it is also very high in minerals and supports our farmers in the Northeast. And we're just going to give this a little whiz. I think just a tiny bit of vanilla powder will make it taste even more magical. If you have vanilla extract, that could also be used. So we're going to give this a whiz. And we've made this wonderful chocolatey frosting. And that is going to go on our pastry and get spread around. A lot of times I find these cinnamon buns are an extra special treat for breakfast on the weekend when you've got the whole family together and you want something that doesn't require a lot of cooking and is yet really healthy. So even though these are cinnamon buns, we've got protein from nuts and good quality oils from the coconut. We've got minerals from the dates and raisins. Okay, so now the trick is to roll this up. So I'm going to just start, away from me and roll it away from me. And you can just pick this up, and the cinnamon is keeping the dough just dry enough. And what is going to happen is this lovely cinnamon chocolatey filling is inside. This reminds me of like some little craft project you do as children in grade school with Play-Doh or something. Okay, so we're just going to make a nice log, and there's roll after roll of filling in there. They could dehydrate a little more if you want, or put them in the refrigerator. They also stay good for several days. Have a great morning.